Now, to understand Trump, your focus needs to be to analyze everything he says through his narcissism. He can't talk about anybody else favorably for 2 seconds without turning it favorably to himself, comparing himself to Martin Luther King. Can you imagine that? To Alexei Navalny. He only uses these guys, these historical heroes, to glorify himself. Now, it shouldn't surprise anybody because it's what he does every single time in every circumstance. But what surprises me and alarms me now is how different he speaks than he did in 2016. Now, he was pretty unhinged in 2016, but at least he had people like Kushner and others whispering in his ear about what was important to people. Now he doesn't even have that kind of a check. From a 30,000-foot view, what I see is Trump much angrier now than he was before because he's been convicted now. The founders, when they crafted the Constitution, tried desperately and dutifully to make it plain that this was not going to be a country where we had a king. This was going to be a country where we had an accountable executive. The founding fathers would be weeping and stunned over former President Trump's guilty verdict. It's just sad for the country seeing a former president convicted. And I'm frankly saddened by this because it means a lot to America and it tarnishes our country. It's a tragedy that we now have a former president who's a convicted felon, and the leading candidate to be the next president is a convicted criminal.